Greetings and congratulations to the class of 2023. Now, I would never be invited to do an official commencement speech, but that does not stop me from giving a speech. And that is exactly why you should listen to what I have to say about moral integrity. Because nobody whose integrity has been tested would be invited, at least not from our culture. As you know by now, if your education has been worth a damn, there are holy dogmas and taboos at any given time which cannot be questioned without great peril, that don't stand the test of time and come to be seen as evil later. I can only speak in platitudes because this is a heavily censored venue. But such is the power of language that we can transcend censorship and convey any message we want, if you have integrity. Because if you showed your face all along and stood up for what you knew is right, when you get to 45 like I am now, everyone knows what you stand for anyway, so I only have to show my face to get my message across. Moral integrity is the quality of being honest, trustworthy, and true to one's values and principles. It is about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, and even more importantly, when they are watching, and condemning you because they hold bigoted values and principles themselves. In today's world, where we are constantly bombarded with messages of political correctness, moral integrity is more important than ever. It is what sets you apart as a person of character and distinguishes you as a leader. I congratulate you today on your graduation, but even more so on your youth, because youth is the meaning of life. You will never be handsomer than you are today, goes a famous quote for which no citation is needed if your liberal arts education did its trick. But do you take it to heart? If you were a traditional student, you are around 22 years old now. You are still in your prime and don't fully notice its value because the prime of life is like water to you. But you will shortly spend the rest of your life wishing you could get it back. Youth is the one thing we all strive for, to be and be with. Youth is beauty, and beauty is never out of place, but ugliness is. Count your blessings for not experiencing aging yet. You can easily be one of us old geezers already if you want. Any one of us would love to have a young wife or girlfriend, and you would fit right in and be loved all around. But we cannot be one of you. When you get to middle age, you will find that you are no longer a standard issue human, but a second-class citizen. So make the best of it while you are in the young peer group with the most beautiful women and men. To you men, I cannot stress enough the importance of NoFap and the toxicity of pornography. Understand the meaning of opportunity costs, because you can never fully make up for experiences missed out on now. Man, be aware that your libido is your most valuable asset, at least after your health. And the male libido is more fragile than you think, because it is unadapted to modern technological challenges, the supernormal stimuli of pornography. So stay away from porn and nurture your libido with NoFap. Don't think future non-sexual accomplishments mean much. If a teen girl likes you, that is more prestigious than winning a Nobel Prize later. It is an open secret that no matter how accomplished, we all envy the young and wish we had spent our youth better. So by all means be selfish and do what is good for you, but don't forget integrity along the way, including treating the older generations as you would like to be treated yourself when you get there. Maybe I have overdone it, but it doesn't have to cost quite so much. In politics, be true to yourself. Don't support laws which criminalize your nature at any point of your lifespan. In your personal life, be polyamorous, because that's what you are anyway if you are in the majority. Men are either obligate cheaters, or you can be honest about your nature up front and not get into situations where you have to lie. Promiscuity is the essence of masculinity, if we are honest. Monogamy might be good for society, but it is not a value coming from within. Love is real, but promises of monogamy are not. Well, except when you get to my age, if you can still get a very young woman, you should hang on to her and probably agree to be monogamous if she demands it, but not at 22 where you are now. Then you are just kidding yourself, because the male sex drive wants more before long, and that ought to be able to be lived out without the insane jealousy and cheating and messy breakups that the normative path entails. If you tell everybody you are polyamorous from the outset, you don't have to lie. Moral integrity means standing for moral values, even when not immediately advantageous. I know. I have been a political prisoner, and I did not back down. I have been betrayed by my family, and I did not back down. They are in the 9th circle of hell now. I have been banned from social media, and I did not back down. Nor did I try to build a politically correct image so I can have a career. I am what I am, and I do not back down. But then something else happened too. Doors opened because I have integrity. National TV made documentaries about me. Film students made a movie. Girls want to talk to me because I am famous. There have been countless interviews and news stories. ChatGPT knows who I am. And my political statements are enshrined in court documents where they cannot be censored, ironically because the police tried to suppress my speech and have me punished for it, which they failed at spectacularly. And now I only need to show my face to get the message across. I shouldn't be here if the feminists had their way, yet here I am, because this is integrity. This is why you need to make sure your work is of a piece, consistent, open, and unified. Do not hide behind anonymity. The state is a real enemy of male sexuality, but do not set up monsters inside your soul and be afraid of them. Social shaming in itself means nothing. Be skeptical of so-called experts, particularly when experts tell us things are not what they seem, but rather something very nefarious that only they understand. Then apply all your critical thinking skills, because that is how witch hunts are perpetrated. Be tolerant to harmless mythology, but don't let witch doctors instigate violence. It is not necessarily bad to be a normie, but it depends on the norms and how they are enforced. Remember that you can help shape social norms. They are not fixed. You do not have to accept norms blindly, and you should never comply with evil orders. The Emperor's New Clothes is a true story which plays out time and again. When that happens with ghastly consequences, you should not just stand there and watch, but dare to be that annoying person who points out the obvious truth. This is most especially important if you serve on a jury, at which point you should know when to nullify, and know that your most important task is to judge the law rather than the man. As graduates, you are now entering a new phase of your life, filled with new challenges and opportunities. You will face tough decisions that will test your moral compass. But no matter what you face, always remember, but that your moral integrity is your most valuable asset after your health, libido, and youth. It is what will guide you through the challenges and help you stay true to your values and principles, and help those principles have a fighting chance in a hostile world. Remember that your actions speak louder than your words. Your integrity is not just about what you say, but what you do. It is about treating others with respect, kindness, and empathy. It is about standing up for what is right, even if it is unpopular, and sticking to it. It is about making a positive impact on the world, one small act of kindness at a time. As you go out into the world, I encourage you to embrace your moral integrity. Hold fast to your values and principles, and always strive to do the right thing, no matter what. Be a person of character, someone who stands for what is right, even in the face of adversity. In closing, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on your accomplishments. You have worked hard, and you have earned this moment of celebration. As you move forward, may your moral integrity be a guiding light, leading you to a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. So my message to you is, don't be a normie unless you can change norms to conform to your moral integrity and true nature as men and women. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2023.